Monkey D. Dragon, the most wanted man alive, the greatest enemy of the world government, the father of the future pirate king. For years, he was only a shadow, a name whispered in fear, a face glimpsed in storms. But now, his identity, his past, and his goals are finally being revealed. He is not just Luffy's father. He is not just the leader of the revolution. He is the man who carries the future of the entire world on his shoulders. Today, we dive into the full story of Monkey D. Dragon, his past, his present, his identity, and the future he is destined to shape in the final saga of One Piece. Dragon was born into the legendary monkey family, son of Garp, the hero of the Marines. From the start, the expectations were immense. He had the strength, he had the talent. The Marines wanted him to be the next hero. But even as a young man, Dragon saw the system for what it was: the corruption, the slavery, the suffering of the weak. And in God Valley, he witnessed the truth, the cruelty of the celestial dragons, the shadow of Zebek, the innocence of children caught in the crossfire. This was the catalyst, the moment where the soldier began to die and the revolutionary was born. Unlike Garp, who stayed loyal to the Marines, Dragon could not ignore the truth. He watched Ohara burn. He saw innocent lives destroyed for knowledge. He realized the government was not a force of justice, but a machine of control. And so he asked himself, what is justice if it only protects the celestial dragons? The answer was clear. Justice must be rewritten. The world government must fall. This was not rebellion for the sake of chaos. It was purpose. It was mission. It was destiny. Dragon knew one man could not do it alone. So he built the Revolutionary Army, an underground force spreading across the seas. Ivankov, the flamboyant miracle worker. Kuma, the gentle giant turned tyrant. Sabo, the lost noble boy who became Dragon's successor. Each commander represents more than strength. They are symbols of freedom, of hope, of resistance. The Revolutionary Army does not simply fight battles, it spreads ideas. It lights fires in the hearts of the oppressed. It tells the world, you are not powerless. You can fight back. Dragon is not just a man, he is a symbol. Every appearance is tied to nature itself. In Logi Town, a storm struck as Luffy faced execution. Wind, rain, lightning, almost as if the world itself was on his side. To the government, he is a demon. To the people, he is a savior. To his enemies, he is the face of change, but to his son, he is a stranger. This is the duality of Dragon, the man who sacrifices personal ties for the sake of the world. Dragon's relationships reveal the man behind the myth, with Garp, a clash of ideologies. The grandfather who believed in duty versus the son who believed in change, with Luffy, a distant father, not absent out of neglect, but out of protection. Dragon knows his enemies would use Luffy as a pawn, so he watches from the shadows. With Sabo, the connection Dragon never had with Luffy, a son by choice, a legacy by design. Sabo carries the flame of the revolution, while Luffy carries the will of freedom. Together they represent two paths, but both are destined to converge in the final war. So what is Dragon's true goal? Not treasure, not power, not glory. It is liberation, the complete eradication of the celestial dragon system, the end of slavery, the end of oppression, the birth of a new world where people are free to live without chains. He does not fight for the monkey name. He fights for every name. But the path is not easy. At the Reverie, his forces clashed with admirals. They tried to free Kuma, but the chains of the world government are heavy. And then came Lulusia, an entire kingdom wiped from existence. Not by pirates, not by Marines, but by MU. The empty throne is real. The true enemy has revealed itself, and Dragon knows time is running out. The final saga is here, and Dragon's role will be crucial. Will he face Garling, the celestial dragon king, his dark mirror, the symbol of everything he opposes? Will he challenge Im-Yu, the invisible god who rules from the shadows? Or will he stand beside Luffy in the final clash, father and son, fighting two sides of the same war? One thing is certain. Dragon's story is no longer in the shadows. His past has been revealed. His present is at the center of the conflict, and his future will decide the fate of the entire world. Monkey D. Dragon, the man, the father, the rebel, the legend. The world calls him the most dangerous man alive, but history may one day call him the man who saved it. So I ask you, what is Dragon's true endgame? Revenge against Garling? A clash with Im-Yu? Or something even greater? Comment your theory below, because the story of Monkey D. Dragon is only just beginning.